Wow. I don't know what came over me, but the Les Paul brought the lead out of me. Sick again. I always loved that riff. I hope I played it right. My playing's been terrible lately. I've been watching some of my videos and I'm not up to par. I gotta get my game together, guys. Holy moly. My playing is horrible. Anyways, I dug this one out tonight. This is a Gibson Custom Shop Phantom. Ooh, pretty scary stuff. It is kind of scary, really. So the story goes, as I read on the Google, there is only 25 of these made. I also read there's probably only 25 people that would actually buy one of these guitars. I'm not even kidding. A lot of guys hate them. I'll point out the reasons why in just a second. But this guitar is not original, so I need to point out some of this stuff first. So I'm the second owner of this guitar. I got a really exceptionally good deal on this. This is an amazing guitar too, by the way. In no way, shape, or form am I putting this thing down. I really, really like this one. This has got some bare knuckle pickups in it. I'll bring you down in for a closer ride. They're distressed. As you can see, they like chewed on them. I don't know what they did. Filed them. Who knows? Ran over them with ice skates on their feet or something. They made them to look like they're, I don't know, road worn plus 10. Anyway, they're really powerful. I'll have to hook them up to the ohm meter. I can't remember. I think it was like 16 ohms. It was insane. Really powerful. Like for metal music and stuff. But I'll tell you, you play jazz music with these on a nice clean amp, they're dark. And it really works out well playing jazz chords and stuff with this. It's a little darker, almost kind of like what you're looking for in a jazz tone. It's not so bright. This would have been chrome, and this would have been chrome. I don't know if I told you that already, but that's been changed also. I think those are the original knobs. I don't know. The pick guard came with the guitar, It wasn't on when I got the guitar. I put it on. This is why I put it on, because they bound the headstock. All right, this is a custom, Les Paul custom. They bound the headstock. They bound the guitar too. It's bound in black, double bound. Can you see the seams? Without the pick guard, it looked like a Les Paul Studio, honestly. And this has some of the same kind of binding around this pick guard. I think it looks better. I think the guitar would have looked really good with some nice, maybe white binding, white and black, stuff like that, maybe. I think it would have looked killer. Nonetheless, some guys love these, and some guys just absolutely hate these things. I'm not one of those guys. I really like this guitar, like I said. It plays good. It sounds great. I think the fretboard is some kind of composite, too. It's different. I can't remember. There's no fret dots on the fretboard. There are markers on the top side, but you lefty guys, there's nothing down here, so. The tuners were changed to Planet Waves lockers. I have no problem with that. That's a great upgrade to any guitar. You know, if you're not poking new screw holes in and whatever. I mean, these are great tuners. They work exceptional. If you're going to spend money on your guitar, you want to modify it, put some good tuners on. It's the best thing you can do. Okay, so this is why I got this out. I was going to see what you guys thought of this. Now, the guy didn't like the painted neck, and I get that. I'm not a big fan of it either. A lot of people don't like it, but there's different ways I deal with it. I just use some really ultra-fine sandpaper, like 3,000-4,000 grit and up, and just buff the lacquer very lightly. And I mean very lightly, until I get it so it just feels smooth and you're home free. Maybe they did it for the look too, which it doesn't matter in any case why it was done. I mean, I don't have a problem with that either. But anyway, I was wondering, I've been thinking about contacting Gibson and see what it would cost to have him paint this. Is it even worth it? I don't know. I mean, I could do it myself. This is what I do, so I could paint that, and I mean, you're probably gonna always see some, discrepancies in the paint or whatever, but unless you sprayed it from here in the whole back of the headstock, which I don't want to go over the serial number, and there's also a decal right there, Gibson Custom, and you can tell it's that's going to be a tough one. I mean, I think it can be done, though. I think you could blend that back in and clear over it, and then eventually do like I said, with the fine sandpaper, and just get it so it doesn't feel like saran wrap on the back of the neck. The new Gibsons are horrible. Good Lord, they put so much lacquer on them things. I mean, I can't believe they don't cut down on the lacquer. It'd probably save them less, shipping the guitars, because that's just what it is. But anyways, I've been cleaning up my bench, trying to get some of my stuff picked up here throughout each job, but it's just a mess, and always, I can't help it. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this paint thing. I don't know. I'm thinking about contacting them, like I said, and just seeing what it would cost to have this done or not. If, I got to look at it this way. Is it worth it? I really don't know. It could be. But then again, how much does this devalue a guitar when somebody sands the paint off the neck? $1,000, $500? I don't know. What's it gonna cost to fix it? I gotta find that out. I've been asking myself all these questions, and I'm gonna probably keep the guitar anyway, so in the end, I may just fix it myself, but I found the chrome piece that goes to my lap steel last night, too. I keep cleaning up and finding stuff all over this bench, but this bench is usually where I build my pedals, so that's usually what all this stuff is. I've got little parts and pieces and containers full of capacitors and all that stuff, and I can't find it half the time. That's how it goes, but I'm getting there. I've been sorting through all my parts, trying to get everything lined up for the next build. I want to start building pedals again. I told you guys that in my last video, but we'll see. I keep piling guitars up on the bench. I gotta get these fixed. I can't deal with that open poor wood. It drives me nuts. So I think at the end of the day, I may just fix the thing myself. I mean, it's not going to devalue it any more than this. That's the way I look at it. But I may contact them and see how much it would cost. I mean, I'm going to have to ship the guitar. I'm going to have to pay for all that stuff. So it's not going to be cheap to do it. It really isn't. But I don't know if it's going to be worth doing it or not. So all I can do is just inquire about it and go from there, I guess. But let me know what you guys think. What would you guys do if it was your guitar? Would you send it away? Would you do it yourself? I mean, if it was maple, maple doesn't open up like this does as much. I can even like a light satin on maple is it just doesn't feel like this. Feels like it's hairy because the grain's raised and the pores are open. You know what I mean? That's the only deal breaker for me. I just don't like the feel of that. The rest of the guitar is really good. I mean, I have no other issues with it other than that. But I'm gonna straighten the neck up tonight. Get it so it's back online that way. I was playing, I could feel and hear some chords going out of tune up here as I went up. It's got a little too much relief for me. I could have been grabbing the strings a little hard too. My playing is terrible right now. I've watched a couple of videos that I was playing in, and I was like, good Lord. You need to get your act together. This is horrible. So that's what you get when you work on them all the time and not play them. I've been trying to play a little bit in the evenings, forcing myself at least 20, 25 minutes a night, trying to get my chops back together. If you go a long time, it really goes quick. You lose all your stuff. Like, if I don't play for a week, I really notice it. A couple days I can get away with, but a couple weeks, you start forgetting them, all your, progressions and songs, and it's bad. Anyway, I'm going to get back at it, guys. Thanks for watching. Tell your friends about me and like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to try to make some more videos, like one a day or maybe one every couple days, depending on how busy I get. Alright, guys, I got to get back to work out here. Stuff's piling up again.